everyone, and welcome to my channel. So today's video is just going to be a video in regards to how I plan on setting up my sinking funds for the upcoming year. We are approaching, soon to be approaching January of 2019. We only have a few more weeks left in this month, so I thought that I'll go ahead and do my setup for my sinking funds. So if you watched my Erin haul box uncovering, you'll recall that I did purchase this deluxe planner to be able to use for my sinking funds. So what I'm going to do is plan out how I plan on using my sinking funds in this deluxe planner. With that being said, for those who are not familiar with sinking funds, how sinking funds, the process, how it works is basically you have a certain amount of bills or expenses that may come up unexpectedly, or you know that are due a particular time of the year. And there's not like a monthly payment every month, so it may be like in August you have a certain bill that's due every August or every 3 months. So what you'll do is you'll go ahead and you will determine how much you want to save per expense that comes up. It may be car maintenance, it may be a Christmas fund, it may be vacation, what have you. Whatever the goal is that you're trying to accomplish, and the duration, if you're trying to set that goal to be achieved within 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, then you take that duration and you multiply it by that duration, and then you divide it by how many weeks you get paid, how many paychecks you get paid, and that is supposed to be how much you are trying to put aside per pay period to meet your goal. Granted, everyone's familiar with Murphy's Law, and just to be, plain and simple, life itself. So you may not be able to accomplish each goal per pay period. But with that being said, I have a certain amount that I want to set aside. So what I'm going to do is, this is starting January. So I'm going to put my goals on this side of the planner. So I'm going to use these stickers from the LOL book that I purchased. And I'm just going to put this, maybe somewhat sideways, but oh well. And you can set up your goals however you see fit. That was just a gist of how sinking funds should work. And then some people, ooh, that's crooked. And some people may just decide just that they want to save a certain amount of money for within the year. They may say, oh, they just want to save $1,000 for the whole year, and they can apply it to whatever they see fit, and that's fine as well. You don't have to break it up into categories. So I'm going to try to use these pens. No, that's that I got in that packet as well, to see how this works. So I hope you all can see this. This is going to be my categories and what I anticipate on try to save with for the upcoming year would be for taxes, Christmas, any type of getaway that the family we want to do. And if you watch my one of my budgeting videos, due to some purchasing of household equipment and whatnot like that, I ended up dipping into my emergency fund. So starting next month, I want to go back and replenish that. So it's not going to be categorized with the sinking fund. It's going to be separate, but I'm going to put that on here as well because I'm going to track it in this planner. Okay, and then let's just say about right here. This is going to be the goal. This is going to be the amount. Okay. Ooh. Why that smeared like that? Oh, must have been from the ruler. Okay. So, let me write this in my blue pen. I don't know why I like this. So, the goal for the taxes, I want to save $1,000. And for Christmas, my portion that I would like to have set aside would be $760. And then just for any type of getaway, $1,000. And then, like I said, my emergency fund is separate, but it's going to be $1,020. So I have calculated based off of, I want to have these amounts set aside for a certain duration by my pay periods. So we're looking at, for the taxes, $48 per pay period. For the Christmas, $32 per pay period. And for the getaway, $72. And then for my emergency fund, in the past of this year, I was doing 50, but I'm going to just, since I'm trying to make sure that I try to accomplish each one. Granted, each area may not receive funds per pay period, just depends on what I'm working with. So that's why I kind of knocked that down to $43. Okay. And then we have, oh no, I already smeared one time. Okay, so we have the total goal amount is $195. Okay, so that is the goals that I have set aside for 2019. This is how I'm setting up my sinking funds going forward. I'm going to just be focusing on my taxes at a goal of $1,000, $48 a pay period. Christmas, $760 at $32 a pay period, and then a getaway, roughly $1,000. That could change. It just depends because I'm not the only one contributing funds. That's just what I want to have saved aside. So that's $72 a pay period, and then my emergency fund, I'm doing 1,020, which is $43, which gives me a grand total to accomplish for next year, $195. This is actually the total goal amount per pay period. I think I said for the year, but this is per pay period. And the total annual goal amount, it's two different amounts. I just realized that I didn't say, I kind of said it backwards, so let me just make sure. So it was 1,000 plus 760 plus 1,000 plus 1,020. We're looking at $3,780 for the year that I want to have accomplished. But the 195 is per period. That's the goal, to try to put in the sinking fund / emergency fund per pay period. The goal to have saved by the end of the year, or per category, is $3,780. Upcoming year comes in, I will be allocating these funds and placing them in some type of envelope system based off of sinking funds, based off of emergency funds. So they're going to be different. So that is how I plan on doing my sinking funds for 2019. I will actually set up the first of the year. I will actually set up the monthly spread just to make sure that I notate everything that that I need to notate in this book, as far as pay periods and how much I'm saving. And then I'll use these two note sheets to set it up as far as how I'm tracking the sinking funds. So that this page right here, just to clarify, was just to let myself and you guys know this is my categories, this is what the goal is. These two pages, or at least one of the pages, would be for the tracking, how I'm planning on tracking the sinking funds, to show that I did put this amount this pay period in the envelope system. And then for the emergency fund, and with the emergency fund, I have my little lucky jar. I call it my lucky jar just because it's something, if I feel like I'm a visual person, so every time I see my cash in that jar, it just makes me even more want to save. So with the emergency fund, I will be using my jar to actually save the funds in that. I didn't have it with me to show it, but that would be the how I save for the emergency fund. And I was going to go ahead and set up these two pages to get started, but I'll just wait to do it another time. But basically, I just want to come in and just show how I'm setting up my sinking funds / emergency fund for the upcoming year. So I want to thank you all for tuning in to this video. Once again, thanks for all the support, and you all have a great day. Goodbye.